Hello everyone, welcome back to Bullet Journaling with Eve. Today I want to share with you my 2025 bullet journal setup. I will share with you my spreads that I will include in this setup. And also, the theme is chosen by you. So let's go straight into it. I would like to show you my whole process, how I prepare my bullet journal setups. These are my journals from previous years, and I want to show you something. How you can look back and find out what's working or not. As you can remember, you had an opportunity to choose my bullet journal for 2025. And you chose this Moonflower edition bullet journal by Notebook Therapy with these gorgeous gold sprayed edges. And as well as choosing this bullet journal for me, you also chose the theme for my 2025 bullet journal, and that's Golden Folklore Creatures, as you can see here on the side of the screen. If you don't want to miss any of those polls that allow you to vote for your favorite themes or ideas you would like me to create, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you receive notifications. This was my bullet journal for this year. As you can see, I also had this habit tracker that I never used, and the word of my year was grow. Next is the white one where I wanted to incorporate the theme of the bullet journal. As you can see, I didn't use the future log at all, nor did I use the goals page. Then there was one that was really simple. I didn't even do a cover page. I had my period tracker and weight tracker, and I went straight to the monthly log. And this one you may remember, this is the one I'm currently using, and as you can see, we have a cover page, a future log, a period tracker and a weight tracker. That was all, and I went straight to July. As you can see, I don't include a lot of spreads at the beginning of my bullet journal, but I want to show you how I choose the spreads I do use. First of all, I wrote down all the spreads that maybe I would like to use, and then I went over them. Let's look at the future log. Do you want to use a future log? I think yes. Yearly habit tracker? I don't think so. Word of the year? Of course, yes. Period tracker and weight tracker? Of course. Cover page? I will try to include the date, meaning the year. Then I will try something new, a letter to my future self. Because I have these wonderful golden edges on this bullet journal, I want to go with something metallic. Here, I swatch the colors and choose bronze for my setup, along with some other colors that I will show you in just a second. As you can see, this is how I am preparing for my bullet journaling. Let's go straight to the materials. You will need a bullet journal, and I will use this bronze Ohuhu acrylic marker M701. Then I will use the fine tip of this dual tip marker for my calendars. I will also need a pencil because there will be a lot of drawing in this setup. Additionally, I will use this Penta brush pen for titles. These are the pens and tools I will use for this setup. I will also need an eraser and a ruler. This particular ruler has circles, which I will use for drawing moons. Next, I will use a cutter and this small mini printer because I will print my own stickers for this spread, or at least something I can use as a stencil. I will need to cut them out, so I will also use this cutting board. This one comes with a sewing kit, and I find it handy for this purpose. Let me first show you what you can expect to find in this video. I have already pre-drawn everything because I wanted to be prepared and keep this video from being too long. In the top corner of my spread, I have a moon and I will draw an owl here. I also have the year for my bullet journal. Next spread will be glued because it will feature a pocket for a letter to my future self, and I will draw a deer here. I will include my word of the year, growth, from the last year or this year because it helped me a lot. The next spread we will design together is the future log, and I will use rabbits here because you choose this theme and I really enjoyed setting it up. The final spreads are my period and weight trackers. I will explain how they work. As you can see, there are some lines for a graph and I will draw a wolf here. This is what we will prepare together in this specific bullet journal setup. I will need to keep this bullet journal here to help me remember what goes on each page. I will turn on my tiny printer, which I got from Temu, though you can also find it on Amazon. I will prepare my cutter and grab my phone to use the app that works with the tiny printer. As you can see, we have a visitor. Leon is helping out as well. Now I will show you how I do it. First, I go on Google to search for the images I want to print or draw. I navigate to the Photos section and select Clip Art. Which is an option you can use to make stickers. For me, I want to draw this, so I'm going to look for drawing for things I will print out. Here I found one that I like. As you can see, I have a trouble focusing the camera on my phone screen because I never did this on video before. But anyway, I will take a screenshot of this drawing and I will go to my tiny printer app where I will crop the screenshot and just press done. Then I will take my printer and press print. Now the printer begins printing. And here is my first sticker. I will cut it out. So I will just take this sticker and stick it on the cutting board so I can easily cut it out, and this will also help me with the glue residue because I will be able to restick this to my page without tearing the page at all. I will speed this up because I will repeat this process for all the images I want to include in my bullet journal. I first find a drawing I want to include in my bullet journal, then I print it out, stick it on the cutting board and cut it out. This little printer is super handy because it allows you to print out your own stickers and you can even color on top of them. And it can even be used for photos, though it only prints in black and white because it's a thermal printer. I cut out all the stickers or printouts of camera because it took a lot of time. Here you can see me pulling out the cutouts, pre-cutting everything and removing the background to keep just the stickers. You can color these in and use them as stickers, or you can use them as stencils for drawing. If you take a look at this deer, I didn't manage to cut out its antler, but I will draw those later. If I had a Cricut machine, this might have been easier, but I will just rely on this one, and this solution is more affordable and it's still quite effective. Now I will place the stickers in my bullet journal where I want them, so I want this all here and this one in the bottom part of my right page. After placing them, I outline the stickers with a pencil, and this will help me know what they should look like. I will speed up this part of the video. After outlining, I will add details with a pencil. I will just move the sticker to the side and use it as a reference to draw the details. I don't know why my camera isn't focusing as it should, so I'm sorry about that. Maybe it's because this page is a bit further away because it's the first page, so maybe I should place something under it to make it the same height as the other side. I will put those owls in the back of my bullet journal so I can use them in my future spreads as well. Next, I will use a bronze acrylic marker to write 2025 and my name. I go over all the pencil lines, so all the details and everything with this paint marker. If you are enjoying this video so far, please subscribe and become a member of this wonderful family. And also, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and leave a comment about your favorite part. After finishing the outlines, I erase the pencil marks, which cause the metallic shimmer of the paint to fade a bit, so I will go over the lines again. And I think this is a good way of doing this because now I have more details. I also decided to fill in the moon completely, so it's entirely bronze. I will also go over the year again, and now the hardest part is done. Now you can see that shimmer is back and everything looks so nice. Now we will decorate the spread by adding the borders and some sparkly stars. So let's start with the stars. I will draw these spark stars, so just 4 lines around my ovals and around the year. Then I will just mark where I should place my border. I add borders using the bronze acrylic marker. I need to wait for it to dry before drawing my next lines. As you can see, it's starting to look really nice, and now I will add the inner borders and additional details. And because you chose this theme that includes folklore creatures and botanical elements, I will add leaves to the inner part of this spread. This completes my cover page. I am really pleased how the metallic elements complemented the golden edges of my bullet journal. Let's move on to the next spread. The next spread is Letter to Future Myself and Word of the Year. I will start by creating a pocket for the letter. First, I will take the scissors and cut out the part that will serve as a pocket. However, I won't cut the page here. I will only cut it to the first dot, and the reason for that is that I don't want my bullet journal to get torn. After that, I will use a cutter to cut out a wiggly shape around the letters. And that's it. I now have the section of the page ready to serve as a pocket. Once the cutting is done, I will take some glue, which I forgot to mention in the materials list earlier, and apply it to the edges of the page, so the pocket remains functional. I glued the edges of the page and now I have a pocket. After this, I will decorate everything, but first I need to make sure that this is glued properly. So once I'm sure that the pocket is done, I will place the stencil box under my bullet journal so both pages are at the same height. On this spread, I will include illustrations of deer using the stickers I prepared earlier. The process will be the same as on the first page. First, I will stick the sticker in place, then outline it with a pencil. After that, I will unstick the sticker, add details, and finally return the sticker to the back of my journal for later use. I will use my bronze acrylic marker to write the title for the page and go over the pencil lines in my sketch. While waiting for acrylic marker to dry, I will move on to the next page. Again, I will repeat the same process of sticking the sticker, outlining it, and adding details. After completing the decoration, I will write my word of the year, which is once again growth. As I mentioned earlier, this is a powerful word to include in your bullet journal. It can apply to all aspects of your life, professional, personal, or anything else. This word helped me a lot last year, and I am carrying it forward. Finally, I will decorate the edges of the pages by drawing small leaves in each corner. To complete the spread, I will add line frames around the edges. However, I will need to wait for acrylic marker to dry before finishing up. And while I'm waiting for the acrylic marker to dry, I will erase the pencil marks on the word of the year page and go over them as well. I debated whatever to fill in the antlers of the deer, but I ultimately decided not to. Then I decorated the edges of the page in the same style as before. Next, I used my ruler to create frame around my edges. I accidentally moved the ruler slightly, which caused the frame to be a little crooked, but I'm okay with it. This spread feels simple, yet it has a special charm. Once I place a gold envelope inside the pocket for my future self, I think it will look even better. What's puzzling to me is how the camera shows this bronze color as gold. The camera is not doing it justice, and I'm unsure how to film it to reflect the color accurately. I will try to experiment with colors adjustments and see if that helps. For now, I will move on the next spread, the future log. At the top of the page, I will draw rabbits. Then I will use my Penta brush pen to write the title Future Log, as I think it complements the bronze tone nicely. Unfortunately, I accidentally tore my rabbit sticker, so I won't be able to use this one again, but I will always be able to print it out again if I want to. After writing the title, I will use my dual tip fine liner to draw the mini monthly calendars, but I will do this part off camera. Here you can see the final result. I also erased all the pencil marks and now I will add details using the Ohuhu bronze acrylic marker. The future log is now done, and it has all the necessary details along with decorative stars and moons. I also experimented with adjusting the colors on camera. I hope you can see the difference. The final spread we will create together is my period and weight tracker. These two trackers work well together for me, which is why I combine them on a single graph. I know that a graph should have an x-axis and y-axis, but I will try to add two y-axes. The first y-axis will represent the days of the month, while the second will be my weight in kilograms. At the bottom, the x-axis will display the weeks of the year, and every Sunday I will record my weight. I will also look for any connections with my period tracker. I just realized that I will need to separate January, February, March, April, etc. on the x-axis to better track my period data since I am logging days rather than weeks. But I will figure it out and I'm confident it will work out great. While I was talking, I added some leaves beside the wolf, and now the period and weight trackers are complete. Let's take a moment to look back at everything we have created together. First, we have the cover page with the owls and the year. I'm happy to finally include the year in my bullet journal setup. Next is the pocket where I will place a golden envelope containing a letter to my future self. Then there is my word of the year. As you can see, the lettering has a beautiful shine, although it's still difficult to capture the bronze color accurately on camera. That said, it's looking better than before. The next spread we created together is the future log, with plenty of space to note all the important dates beneath each calendar. And finally, there's a period and weight tracker featuring a lovely wolf decoration at the bottom of the right page. I hope you enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. The next video will feature my last weekly setups for 2024, specifically for December, if you remember the Polar Express theme. I hope to see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye!